The Bible clearly warns us against speaking against those God has chosen for special purposes. 1 Chronicles 16, verse 22 says, "Touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm." This verse emphasizes God's special protection over his chosen servants. We also see this in Psalm 105, verse 15, saying, "Touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm." These verses are powerful reminders that God himself stands in defense of his anointed. When we speak against them, we are not merely criticizing a person. We are coming against God's chosen authority. This is a serious matter with serious consequences. We should carefully consider our words and actions toward those in leadership positions. We must always show respect for the position, even if we don't agree with the person. Remember, God has chosen these individuals for a reason. We may not understand his reasoning, but we must trust that he has a plan. The story of King David and King Saul is a powerful example of respecting God's anointed, even when they disappoint us. Saul, the first king of Israel, became disobedient to God. God then chose David to be the next king. Even though David knew he was anointed to be king, he still showed Saul respect. David refused to harm Saul, even when he had the opportunity. David understood that Saul was God's anointed king. He would not raise his hand against him. David's example teaches us a valuable lesson. We must show respect for those in authority, even when they are flawed. It's not our place to judge or take matters into our own hands. God is the ultimate judge. We can all learn from David's patience and trust in God. He waited on God's timing and trusted him to deal with Saul. The principle of not speaking against God's anointed is rooted in the concept of divine authority. God establishes authority in different spheres of life, including the church and government. When we disrespect those in leadership, we disrespect the God who placed them there. This doesn't mean we blindly follow leaders or condone wrongdoing. It means we address issues with respect and humility. Remember, we are all accountable to God. He sees our hearts and motives. He knows when we are driven by pride or a critical spirit. Instead, let's cultivate humility and pray for our leaders. Let's offer constructive criticism with grace and love. Section 4. Respectful engagement today. In today's world, it's easy to criticize and tear down leaders, especially with the anonymity of social media. But our words have power. They can build up or tear down. When engaging with religious leaders, we should practice respect and discernment. We should ask ourselves, are our words truthful? Are they necessary? Are they kind? If we disagree with a leader, let's find constructive ways to communicate our concerns. We can speak to them privately, pray for them, or choose to step away from a situation. Section 5. Wisdom in a digital age. Social media has amplified our voices. It's easier than ever to spread negativity and criticism. We must be mindful of what we say and share about our leaders online. Before posting something negative, let's pause and ask ourselves, would I say this directly to this person? Would this please God? Let's use our platforms to uplift and encourage, not to tear down. Let's be known for spreading grace and truth, not gossip and negativity.